everybody. Laura back again. Okay, so I want to show you what I've got in the way of mostly like Simply Soft, the really fine, not fine, I'm sorry, the really soft acrylic. Some of what I have is even from the 80s. And even, I mean, it was soft back then. Um, it doesn't feel as soft to me anymore as it used to, but yeah, anyway, okay, so I have this Caron Simply Soft. This is soft green. Hi, Venus, darling. I have the Yarn Bee Soft Secret. This one's called Teal. My thought is to take these softer, shinier acrylics that I have and put them together and make a blanket. Hi, Venus. This one is Caron Simply Soft. It's a paint. Yeah, paints. This one is Peacock Feather. Greens and yellows. This one is a Red Heart Soft, but it's that shiny, soft acrylic again. This one is called Turquoise. This is a Caron Simply Soft from the 80s or 90s. This one is Iris, a nice light purple. This one I'm pretty sure was a Caron Simply Soft as well. And the same for this one, because I used them to make not cross stitch, Laura. Plastic canvas. I made plastic canvas with Simply Soft in the 80s and 90s. This is a green. This one is a Bernat Satin. Color is Luxury Ombre. Some of these I tried to use in a blanket, but the hook I was using was too big for them. Yeah, H hook. That's too big for this yarn. Of course, I think I was using an I by the time yeah, something like that. Anyway, pretty pattern on that one. This one is Impeccable Worsted, but again, it's that softer acrylic. This one's name is Luxury Ombre. Here's a Red Heart Soft. This one is watercolors. It's an ombre, not an ombre. Sorry, variegated. I guess it's time to think about doing something else because I can't seem to remember what I'm trying to say. This one is Premier Just Active. It is that acrylic, 20% acrylic, 80% polyester. So it's softer, it's stretchier, it gets really thin, more like these other ones, these softer acrylics. So that's why this one's in here. Okay, I have some cream. This one was Caron Simply Soft. I have some silver or gray. And then I have this little ball of green. Some of these, like I said, I did use most of this one I used in my daughter's blanket. The other green, the other light green, this one, I used some of that in her blanket. I used some of this one in my blanket, which is the moss stitch rectangle that I did. Oh, and then I have some of these, this brown. I did use some of this in my daughter's blanket as well. This is the yarn that I won from Distinctive Crochet. I hope I got that right. It's dark chocolate. It's 100% acrylic. Yeah, again, it's that softer, shinier, pulls really tight and thin acrylic. This one says it needs an H hook. So I need to find my H hook then, I guess. Oh, I have 2 of this one. There's another one. I have 2 more of these, but I did use some of this in my daughter's blanket as well. So I'm going to add the stuff that I got from, which I haven't balled up yet. I've still got to do that. From Goodwill, I'm going to add these to this mix of colors and types of a very thin size 4 yarn. And these will become a blanket, a very soft blanket, maybe even 2. I've got enough now to think. I think I could do probably 2 blankets at least with what I've got. So those are my thoughts. I've shown you all my colors. Actually, I might have a couple more from my granny squares when I get finished with those. I have a couple that I have to repair. So I'm going to have to add some more yarn to it. But other than that, I have a couple more in there that will probably get added to this mix. But I wanted to give you, show you and give you my thoughts on this. I'm not quite sure what stitch I'm going to use because I know that it's going to end up being tight because this yarn gets so thin when you're running through your fingers and crocheting it. It really doesn't matter what size crochet hook I'm using. This kind of yarn still gets tight, and my stitches shrink and it gets really tight, and it's almost like it spreads out if I'm not using a small enough crochet hook. Anyway, so that's my yarn in this type genre of yarn. How's that? We'll call it a genre, yeah. And I just wanted to give you my thoughts and my ideas. And I know some of these colors don't look like they really go together, but if I put the orange with the right color and the yellow with the right color, it's going to look awesome. Especially if I layer it. That's not quite what I meant, but like single row or loop it all the way up with the sides. Yeah. Well, this is just an idea. It all goes in the box together, and then I'll see what comes up when I finally get around to working with this yarn. But that's my thoughts, my ideas, and thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of my family, my YouTube family. Thank you for being my friends. Love you all. Be safe. Bye-bye.